Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to walk through a common but important maintenance task, draining the fuel tank on your Kubota tractor. You might need to do this for several reasons, such as getting rid of old or contaminated fuel, preparing your tractor for long-term winter storage, or if you need to perform repairs on the fuel system. First and foremost, let's talk about safety. We are working with diesel fuel, which is flammable. It is critical that you work in a well-ventilated area, away from any sparks or open flames. This means absolutely no smoking. Keep a fire extinguisher nearby just in case. For your personal protection, wear safety glasses and a pair of nitrile gloves to keep fuel off your skin. Once you are set up safely, it's time to gather your tools. You will need a drain pan that is large enough to hold all the fuel from your tank. You will also need a basic set of wrenches or sockets, a funnel for cleanup, and most importantly, an approved fuel container to store the old fuel in. Now, let's get to the process. The first step is to locate the fuel shutoff valve, which is typically a small lever located near the fuel filter assembly. Turn this lever to the off position to stop fuel from flowing out of the tank. Next, find the best place to drain from. Many Kubota models have a fuel filter with a water separator bowl underneath it. This is often the lowest point and the easiest place to drain from. Position your drain pan directly under this bowl. You may find a small drain cock or plug on the bottom of the bowl, or you might need to unscrew the entire ring that holds the bowl in place. Loosen it slowly and allow the fuel to begin draining into the pan. If your tractor doesn't have a convenient drain plug, your other option is to siphon the fuel out. It is very important that you never use your mouth to start a siphon. Instead, use an inexpensive manual siphon pump. Place the intake hose into the fuel tank and the outlet hose into your approved fuel container, then simply pump the bulb to start the flow. Once the tank is empty, your job isn't quite done. You need to handle the old fuel properly by checking with your local municipality for hazardous waste disposal guidelines. With the system empty, now is the perfect opportunity to install a new fuel filter. After that, you can refill the tank with fresh, clean diesel. The final, critical step is to bleed the air from the fuel system. Draining the tank introduces air into the fuel lines, and your tractor will not start until this air is removed. To do this, you generally need to loosen the fuel line fittings at the top of each fuel injector just slightly. Then, turn the key and crank the engine. You will see bubbles and air sputter out of the loose fittings. Once you see a steady trickle of fuel, tighten the fittings back up. Repeat for each injector, and your engine should start and run smoothly. That is the complete process for draining your Kubota fuel tank. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this guide helpful, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Your support allows us to make more helpful content. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments below.